Fangs and Infernos. We're actually going to come right back at you because that was such a good time that we're going to extend our Forest Hills experience. So we're being joined by Nick, who's an executive producer on the movie and involved in the movie as well. So first and foremost, Nick, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time to talk about the movie.
Absolutely.
How's New Jersey Horror Con been treating you so far?
It's great. It's my first time actually being a guest. We're setting up a table. It's awesome. I've been a convention goer. My first one when I was 8 years old. So to finally have a table set up, and I'm on my way doing my stuff. It's cool promoting the film and promoting the band and doing whatever. Getting to meet everyone and walking around and being in the same room, across from Camille Keaton and the Blair Witch Kids. It's awesome.
Absolutely, for sure. So talk a little bit about how you got involved with the Forest Hills.
So I hit up Scott. My friend Angela actually put me on his radar. Her dad was seeing Elliot for procedures, I guess. So Elliot Dresnick, who's one of the executive producers. So I hit him up just to see if they needed some type of music for the movie. And Scott hit me up immediately. He said he was looking at my Demon Scar stuff, and he said that, one of the songs, Don't Bite the Hand That Feeds, he liked that, and he liked Hand of Kings. And he was like, listen, what are you doing? This was on a Friday. What are you doing Monday? Because we're doing reshoots with Eddie in Glen Cove. I'm like, I guess I'm coming to meet Edward Furlong and be on set. He's like, yeah, we'll put you in as an extra, and we'll use one of your songs. We have an Indiegogo campaign, so that's how I got involved, and I started believing in the script. I started reading it and seeing what he was doing. Knew that Shelley was involved, so I'm like, you know what? I'd like to be more part of this. So I just started upgrading and donating into the film, and that's how I became more. My role became bigger, and became an executive producer. And they used 2 songs in the movie, and they made a character for me, Arnie.
Nice. Yeah.
Devil.
Which that works out perfectly for us because not only do we do the Vampireanddevil podcast where we do horror movies, we do talk about music, but both of us are both music media. People we go out and shoot photographs of bands and interviews. We've been both doing that for 15, 20 years
awesome.
Collectively. So it's almost like me talking to you is the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
We're talking horror movies, but we'll talk about music too. Talk a little bit about your band and what kind of sound you guys are and stuff like that, and where people can find your music.
So Demon Scar, my first metal band back in the day was Tangent. Me and my guitarist, we played metal. Basically, we played for about 2 years, went our separate ways. I had a kid. I took my time away from music for about 2 years. He was having a kid, and we were actually on a train ride to go see Iron Maiden, and I had started writing new music and stuff, words, and he had some riffs. He was like, yo, listen, I think this would go good with your lyrics. So that's when Demon Scar was born. That was in 2017, and we've already put out 3 full-length records, and just playing all over. We played the Whiskey in West Hollywood a couple of years ago, the Milwaukee Metal Fest, and it's just been a hell of a ride, and I love, I've been playing music my whole life, so that's my outlet, and horror movies hand in hand, So
we always also have a fun segment that Devil and I will do in our respective music worlds, but also that we love to do when we're talking to musicians on this show as a segment we like to call What's in a Name. So where did Demon Scar come from?
We were kicking around the idea of all different types of names, Devil Scratch, and I don't know, Demon Scar just came up through Craig. I think he came up with it. He was like, all right, it kind of fits, and we kind of made the S capitalized. So at first, when people looked at it, they're like, Demon's Car. No, like we're Demon Scar with the S, like, I guess abbreviated a little bit more. So
Sure.
yeah,
Me being the devil, I'm a little biased. I would have loved the devil scratch.
Devil Scratch, right?
Because at least
I think it was the big go with the whiskers,
There you
Devil
go.
Scratch.
Yeah, it's like it always seems like there had to be some kind of wound involved in this project.
Absolutely. So we feel like the scar, like it symbolizes something that some scars, you might not see them, and some you might see them. So the demon scar, like the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
And we were maybe not tipped off that you might have a fun story to tell about your interactions with Shelley, bringing it back to the Forest Hills.
Oh yeah, man. So Scott wanted to do another reshoot with her, and she did all her acting through her house. So we actually went to her house, and it was a ranch in Blanco, Texas. And I was always a fan of Shelley, so it was an honor to watch her give it her all and work her craft. And I brought her flowers that day. I came in, and I was like, listen, Shelley, I've been a fan since the beginning, with Popeye and The Shining and everything. And I'm like, I bought these flowers just as a token of my appreciation to work with you. And I'm like, I bet the last guy that bought you flowers was Bluto. She started laughing, and then she did a scene with Chico, and we're breaking for like another take or whatever, and she looks at me, and she's like, "Am I doing okay?" And the vulnerability that she had, like she's a human being, and like she was giving it her all and coming back into acting. She's asking me, and I'm like, "Who the fuck am I for Shelley Duvall to be like, am I doing okay?" I'm like, "It's beautiful, Shelley. You're doing great," and it shows in the movie. It's it was truly a pleasure and an honor to meet her and be a part of this, and we're just trying to continue her legacy and bring it to the fans.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that's what we tell everybody too. We were going on vacation. We were getting ready to go. We were driving to Buffalo Bill's house because now it's a bed.
I've been meaning to go.
And we're friends with the guy who owns it. And on our way, we heard the news that Shelley passed away, and we're like, it was such a bummer on such a beginning of starting a nice vacation.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've all been huge fans. Not only am I a huge Stanley Kubrick fan in The Shining, but like you said, the best olive oil in the entire world.
Yeah,
that she was born to be olive oil.
Yeah, she really was. Even looking back with Robin Williams in the role, it's such a cool tale, and I love the cartoons back in the day.
I'm a big fan of the cartoon.
Yeah, and the town is still there. They built the set in Malta, and it's still actually standing this day.
Oh,
That's the town they made of Sweet Haven or whatever. Yep. If I ever get to that part of the world, I don't know, but I'd love to see that.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. And one more thing, Nick, because we really appreciate your time, and we want to allow for you to be able to meet more fans and enjoy your con experience. But what can you tell us about how the rest of 25 is shaping up for you? Is there things you're able to talk about, things you're able to announce?
Yeah, absolutely. So we just released an album, Demon Scar. It's the same old show. We just put that out. That's our full-length album. I'm also in a movie that's coming out from Troma called The Power of Positive Murder. And I have some screen time with Toxie, which, being a Troma fan, was a total honor. This is me and my daughter, Zozo. She's my right-hand woman. She's out here doing the films with me. This was in a haunted house that we do. And also, she's in Sweetmeats with me, which is another Troma movie that's right now part of a tour called Troma Hands Across Tromerica. Oh, yeah. And they're showing Curse of the Weredeer and Sweetmeats and some of the classics. Toxic Avenger, the original.
Nice.
That's having its anniversary right now.
I'm a super nerd for the Toxic Avenger and Class of Nukem High.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's where it started.
I go way back with Roy Kaufman.
Oh, yeah, those are the two posters specifically for Troma that are hanging in my house.
Yeah.
But the DVDs are all right there on the shelves.
I remember seeing the Toxic Avenger for the first time through the mom and pop store that I used to rent from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So for me to be part of a citizen of Tromaville,
yes,
full circle.
That's awesome.
That's coming out right now, and that's that's really it. I have a podcast as well called Primal Scream with Nick Graystone. Kind of in your vein. I do like the horror. I do the music, pop culture, true crime.
Nice.
The whatever's the hot thing of the moment, you know. So
Awesome.
No, absolutely, and we spoke. Thank you, dear.
there it is, right there.
We spoke about that yesterday, but we'll definitely get the info exchange
I gotta
there.
get you guys on my show. That'd be cool.
No, absolutely, and you're always welcome, Nick, to come on also for like an extended, sit down and we'll have some more fun. But
it's all about networking.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much, man. We really appreciate it. Thank you as always, Fangs and Infernos. We'll see you in a little bit. I'm Vampire, he's Devil. More importantly, this is Nick. This is Demon Scar, and we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Later.
Horns up, Fangs out.